Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Weather Watcher Dan Cohen here to bring you your Friday, February 16th, 2018 forecast. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get straight to the headlines for today. We still have some lingering showers occurring this morning as you're stepping out for classes, but this will quickly end towards the afternoon hours as conditions do improve. But temperatures do turn a lot colder, especially by the time we head tonight, and that's stepping up shop for our next system, which will be in the form of snow and some accumulating snow, which will begin Saturday night. In fact, there's winter storm watches that are in fact for the northern half of the Garden State, which does include Rutgers, for late tomorrow into the very early Sunday morning. And while not in the headlines too, if you don't like the snowfall, we have some very warm weather that will occur in the middle part of next week. In some cases, record-breaking warmth. I'll explain that in just a little bit. As we look at our high temperatures for today, these are pretty much our current temperatures right now. Still have some mild weather lingering across the 95 corridor with temperatures ranging into the mid to upper 50s across the Garden State. Expanding view, you can see it's turned a little bit colder across upstate New York with temperatures around 40 degrees. So clearly you could trace a front pretty much right on top of us. And we still have some lingering showers across portions of New Jersey, but conditions are, like I said, improving. So by the time we head in the afternoon hours, things should dry out and we should start to see skies begin to clear, but temperatures will start to fall as our winds will be turned more from the northwest later on, and you'll definitely notice the difference. Now, as in terms of our winter storm for like late tomorrow night, first of all, we have the front that's straight right on top of us. This will be moving through, but it is going to stall just to our south, probably right around North Carolina and Virginia. And you can see in the bottom part left of your screen, there's a wave of low pressure that is developing around Texas, and precipitation is starting to break out across the panhandle. That is our winter weather event for late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, which will bring us some accumulating snowfall mainly across central and northern New Jersey. Now, like I said earlier, we do have a winter storm watch that is in effect from late Saturday evening, well, pretty much early Saturday evening into the wee hours of Sunday morning. Now, in order to have a winter storm warning criteria, you need 6 inches of snow or greater. I really don't see that with this system, and I'll kind of show you why with the futurecasting, which is going to be a different type of futurecast, but this is showing our winter storm, which will take place across late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. You can see this is around Sunday at 2:30 o'clock, pretty much the height of the storm, where we are snowing at a moderate to, in some cases, heavy clip. Now, because this is such a short duration event, this is only going to last about, let's say, 6 hours. Also, temperatures are very marginal. We're going to be hovering around 32, 33 degrees. So as the system does begin, the snow will have trouble accumulating at first. And in some cases, it might actually begin as a mix or even a little bit of rain along the immediate coast. But in general, it is depicted around 3 to 5 inches of snow across, let's say, from Philly to New York City. If there's going to be some 5-inch amounts, it's going to be very isolated and very localized in some cases. So I see more of a winter weather advisory criteria versus a winter storm. But nonetheless, some accumulating snow, and in some cases you may have to shovel it a little bit, especially if it does end up accumulating on the sidewalk. But it will be short memory because a lot of this is going to melt or completely melt in some cases, at least we do have our big warm-up for the middle part of next week. But as we look at the short term, we will still see some showers lingering on, especially along the coast. Temperatures early on will be around 55 degrees, but winds will start to shift around towards the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into tonight, this is when you definitely need to bundle up. It is going to be a lot colder, with temperatures getting down into the low 20s with winds out of the northwest at 11 miles per hour. As I step aside for that 7-day forecast, you can see there's a little bit of that jump in temperatures for your Saturday. Temperatures highs will clock around into the mid-30s for high temperatures. So since the precipitation does come in, it may start off as a mix or even a little bit of rain in some cases, especially along the immediate coast before going over to some wet snow. You can see temperatures Saturday night pretty much hover around the freezing mark. So this is a marginal setup for a winter storm, and a thread of needle in some cases. But you can see as the system does leave us, Sunday temperatures get well into the 40s to around 50. So there is going to be a lot of melting and even more melting on Monday with temperatures in the low 50s with the warm front moving in with some rain. And that sets up for some record-breaking warmth potentially Tuesday and Wednesday. We could possibly see our first 70-degree reading for 2018. Definitely in the cards. And even though we do cool off by the time we end the Thursday, there's no real cold air in sight. It looks like we're going to be in this small pattern going into the foreseeable future. So as always, you can check us out every 15 minutes on RUTV channel 23.1, or like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter using the hashtag RUWeather. And for more information, you can log on to our website by typing in weatherwatcher.rutgers.edu. I'm Dan Cohen. Thanks for watching, and certainly stay tuned for more updates on our winter weather event for tomorrow night.